And something else we might theorize about leads me to our featured story of the night. Yeah. All right, everybody. I want to jump into our featured story. And what I want to talk about tonight is the new Dune trailer. That's right. Dune 2. The trailer just dropped. And, they did a teaser yesterday, and they're like, oh, it's coming, it's coming. And I started laughing. I was talking about Sean this before the show. I'm like, why are we doing a teaser? Just give us the fucking trailer. So the trailer came out, everybody. So Warner Brothers and Legendary are doing this, of course. The first one, it went to HBO Max. It was one of those that fell into that world. It still made money. It still did very well. They spent $108.3 million in the first one, and they made $402 million worldwide. So not bad. It's a win. They should have done them back to back, I think, but that's another whole story. That's why it took us a while to get here. This one's coming out November 3rd. Timothy Chalamet is coming back. Zendaya's in this. Some new cast members would be Austin Butler's coming in to play a swashbuckler who is a crazy killer. Also, Florence Pugh is coming in as a princess, which Sabrina loves her some Florence Pugh. I know that. And the big thing I heard about this too, I thought was pretty cool, is the first one was shot 40% in IMAX. This was 100% IMAX, which is going to be fucking cool to see. You have to see this one in IMAX. This explores the journey of Paul as he unites with Shani, and they go on this warpath revenge against the conspirators who destroyed his family, facing a choice between the love of his life and the fate of the universe. And of course, this trailer was I fucking liked it a lot. It looked really cool. Our friend of the show, Dave Bautista, kicking some ass in this too, of course. Stellan Skarsgård, awesome. I fucking love him. He's a great villain in this too. But him with the worm, like hooking it and showboating and riding it, everybody been wanting to see that shit. If you're a Dune fan, it was awesome. And the moments with him and Zendaya look great too. I mean, honestly, cinematography is amazing on this. It looks fantastic. The first one did too. The acting looks top notch. You have a great cast. Austin Butler looks fucking weird as shit. I'm guessing that's a bald cap. I don't think he shaved his head. I doubt he shaved his head. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. I don't know. I wonder if he sounds like Elvis. We'll find out. But I think overall, it looks great. Honestly, it looks like a lot of fun. I looked at the first one a lot. I feel like, again, there's a lot of setting up in the first one. And this looks like we're really getting into the fucking battle for this. So stoked about it. Excited. Let's go to Sean. Sean, what do you think about this trailer? You excited about it? You want to see this right now or what? Are you getting amped from this or what?
Let me say it unequivocally here. Dune is the best desert-based sci-fi, period. It's fantastic. I love Dune, a big Dune head, if you will. Read most of the books by Frank Herbert. I'm very excited. Austin Butler's playing the guy that was originally played by Sting. So there's
Nice.
something there. I think if he shaved his head, that would have allowed him to get away from the coif that he's had to rock because of Elvis. So maybe he took that opportunity to do so. But no, thank you very much for putting that up. That definitely looks like a bald cap now that I see it.
I'm saying.
I don't think that's how big his forehead is supposed to be normally. But no, I've been so excited for this movie. I thought the first one was just so damn good and respectful of the source material. And I'm a big source material guy, as you could probably tell from all my Marvel shit. So I'm very excited about Dune 2's trailer. Very excited to see it in the theaters in November. And yeah, it's November can't come soon enough. That's for damn sure.
Just like June for the Flash, can't come soon enough. Sabrina's like, no. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a bald cap, but I also think that it doesn't matter. It's gonna be fucking good. I think it's gonna be good. And it's just, I didn't read the book, so I watched the OG movie, and I watched back in the day. I remember watching with my dad and my brothers and stuff. They freaking loved it, and I was like, this is so weird but so good. And the cinematography, the way they do this one, it just blows me away. The advances we've had since then. Sabrina, what do you think about this trailer? You saw it. Do you like it? Are you excited about it? Or is this just not for you? I can't wait in the chat.
Yeah, all right, Sabrina.
Yeah.
The trailer looked good. I mean, I'm not okay. First, let me preface it by saying I know that these books are also where George Lucas stole all of his information to write Star Wars from. So let's be clear. I understand that the source material is also the source material for Star Wars. that picture is ridiculous. I cannot even believe, like, what is happening there? What is happening?
Hey,
Timothy,
he's just living
please
his
put
best
some
life.
clothes on, bro. I don't know what
Is
you're
that the
doing.
Met Gala? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Is that one giant tie? Like, what is happening?
He's living his best life. He's having a great time.
Wow, you're throwing me off with that. So anyway, yeah. So the source material is also the source material for Star Wars, for fuck's sake. It's hard for me to wrap my brain around Dune at this stage of my life because I grew up watching Star Wars, and now that Jon Favreau reinvented Star Wars, like I watched The Mandalorian, I watched the Boba Fett spinoff. I mean, I don't know how I can really like watch this and not be like agitated that it's Star Wars. Like it is even they have spice. Everyone's got the spice. Like with the spice, everyone. I don't understand why couldn't we name it something else? With the spice, it's driving me nuts. You know, like they use the sandworm's teeth for fighting instead of a lightsaber, but like those have poison and lightsabers cut through anything. It's like it's just they have their own version of stormtroopers. Like, you know, the Zendaya is very much like Princess Leia, and Timothy Chalamet is very much like Luke. Like I started watching it and I was just like, this is just a weird Star Wars and I can't do it. Like I stopped. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know it's unpopular. It got nominated for tons of Academy Awards. It won some Academy Awards. Like I should love it, but I just don't. And GR said, read the book first. I get it. I feel like my mind is marred with George Lucas's bullshit Star Wars, that it's just hard for me to watch it and not be like, it's Star Wars. Like, it's like, even the planet is like Tatooine, for fuck's sake. Like, I don't, it's
Sabrina,
crazy.
You've made me so sad.
You make me sad. November can't come soon enough.
This is not a sad off. We're not trying to compete for who can make the other person sad. It's take it for what it is, right? It's a really great, visually powerful movie that it's going to do well. You don't have to worry about the Star Warsness of it all.
But that's all I see when I see it. And the first one, I love what's Poe's name? Oscar Isaac. I love him, and I was so down to watch that.
Oscar Isaac.
Zendaya is great. Timothy Chalamet is great. Like Christopher Walken, it's great.
Yeah, Christopher Walken's he's gonna be in this one too. Yeah, Javier Bardem, Josh Brolin.
I started watching it because I was like, I love all the cast in it, but I was like, seriously, spice too? Like, it's just too much for me. It is too much. I keep bringing it back to the spice because it's too much. So I don't know. I had to turn it off. I was like, I can't. It's just Star Wars. I just can't. I know. I'm sorry. I'll give it another chance. But
if you like Star Wars, why wouldn't you like this then? If it's so similar, though, I mean, wouldn't you?
Because it's not Star Wars and it's like a ripoff. Even though I know Star Wars ripped off Dune. Like I know in my brain I should like it, but I just don't.
I will send you my copy of Dune if you promise to read it.
Okay, I'll read it.
That's how like.
Okay. I love a good book.
Yeah,
I love reading.
Okay, so here's the thing, though.
Susan Collins book.
Here's the thing about the book. It's a heady read in the beginning. There's a lot of shit in there that you're just be like, why do I need to know this?
Bring us some spice.
That really
back to drugs, y'all. Back to drugs.
It all comes around. It's a circle. I love it.
You know, it's a circle.
I know I should, and I know GR said Star Wars copies do, and I know that. That's what I mean. Intellectually, it shouldn't bother me, but it just does. Like I will give it another shot, but I'm like,
it's the best.
The first one, the fight with Timothy Chalamet, that fight that towards the end was so good. Just the one-on-one combat, the way they shoot it, the way the fierceness of it.
I don't think I got that far. Once they were spicing it up, I was like, I'm out. Like I can't. It's just too much.
Even after the spice, even the turn where they find out like that everyone's like coming in to kill Oscar Isaac, like that was so fucking good.
I did see that, and it was like he better not die. But it was I don't know. Then once they were spicing it up, I was out. I was like, bye. I can't. I don't know. I'll give it another shot though. You feel very strongly about it. I could see in your sad face. Yeah. GR, that's a low blow, bro. Low blow.
I'll recover.
Well, she is a blonde, he says.
Easy,
but the thing is,
low blow.
You gotta give it more time, Sabrina. You gotta give it more time. it's a huge story. It's there's a lot that happens here, and it's great they divide this into 2 movies because they really get to give more of the story and build on it, so you get to see what happens with Timothée Chalamet's character. Because the second one, I'm really excited to see because I know where it goes.
Because you're thinking about him in that
Chalamet.
tie only.
Hall of
Like you're thinking about that photo.
Ties and bows. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm sure it's going to do well. I'll read the book and then I'll rewatch the movies and we can revisit my opinion.
I appreciate that, Sabrina. Thank you.
And
very
friend
much.
of the show,
Yes.
Dave Bautista, kicking ass. Like, he looks fucking badass in here.
I know.
He was
Like,
great in the first one.
Amazing.
You can't wait to see what he does.
Those Harkonnens.
Great,
Harkonnens?
fierce fucking warrior. But honestly, Sabrina, you'll get there. You got to check it out. We'll have to. I want to watch it again.
I'll get there. Thanks.
Watch it
Don't
again.
talk to me like I'm like a 3-year-old learning how to tie my shoes. You'll get there. One day you'll tie your shoes.
One day you'll appreciate the spice world.
Hey,
you'll appreciate the spice.
I prefaced it with I know how
we want the spice.
Sounds. Like, and I know that.
And nothing but spice.
Sabrina, here's the thing about Dune, right? It's about the worms, right? The planet Arrakis. Oh, there's so many things I could tell you.
But Arrakis is very similar to Tatooine. Is it? Can I get a what?
Mm-hmm. They had the fun conversation about water in the trailer. I kind of laughed about that. Like, well, we could swim in water.
Sandworms, and then like Mandalorian has the sand.
They swim in the sand.
Mandalorian has the sand dinosaurs. Like, it's just very similar. Spice. It's one word. Spice. That's all I got for you. Spice.
This episode should be called Spicy.
It was so annoying. I'm sorry.
You got to rename this one.
Yeah,
Spicy Sabrina.
Yep, the spice
once
is
they
on.
started spicing it up.
GR was once a blonde, everybody, just in case you're wondering. So, yeah, he gets it. There's a connection there. But Dune 2 is coming, everybody. The sequel, and this time we're going to theaters, and you got to see it in IMAX. 100% shot in IMAX. I'll tell you the one thing that's tough as shit, though, is that sound. Because I worked with a IMAX movie. It was IMAX cameras. They're like, tick, 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 tick. They're fucking loud. You have to ADR almost everything because it's so loud. They're so loud on I think it was Inception or Dark Knight Rises. I'm not sure which one it was, but I was working on that, and that camera was like right there, and I was like, I looked at Wally Pfister. I'm like, dude, how the fuck is that thing so loud? And he's like, yeah, man, it's all ADR. Fuck this, whatever. I hate this camera. There we go. He puts it back up and he shoots, But it's insane how loud it is. It's just insane, but it looks fantastic. I'm gonna see this in IMAX. Everybody should see it in IMAX. More money for Dune, buddy. More money for Dune.